Okay, so we're just outside the cave that we were just in. So the Buddha Cave Temple. Now I want to walk you over here. I think Dad will be really especially interested of this. There's another outside kind of Buddha. I guess they do some praying there, I don't know. But look at this rock. I mean, it's incredible, isn't it? You can see where all the water has gone inside at one time and created all these wonderful formations. So over here is the Kok River, K-O-K. So at one time, this must have been underwater to create such a formation like this. It's beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna walk over here and you can see this giant rock, and maybe you can see it or not, but there's a giant Buddha on there. Well, not really giant, but it's pretty good size. But we're gonna walk up here, go into the bush a little bit. Maybe we can play with the monkeys. No, actually, I don't see very many monkeys here. I don't know why. I don't know if they were all eaten years ago or what. Wow, cool. Not a real snake, of course. Another baby cave. Banana trees. And you can see over here, there's a big Buddha. It's not really huge, but look at that rock. It's incredible, isn't it? But look up here. It goes way up, you know. It's not really high, but it's a pretty good height. So you can walk across. So I'm going to walk across. Yeah, so there's the Kok River. I don't know if you don't know where it goes. Like, I don't know if you went up this way from where you would go, maybe into Burma, hard to say. And I don't know where it ends. I think it ends in Laos. Because from where we are right now, using the roads, we're about 60 kilometers from Laos and 60 kilometers from Myanmar or Burma. Okay, here we go up. There he is, or she, or it, whatever. All white. Actually, it's pretty solid. It's solid. It's not hollow. Looks like it's made of concrete or something. Hard to tell. Some more hills. And there's some pretty good sized mountains way in the distance, but you have to go a ways before you get to them. But this is the Kok River. Some places to eat at over there. People can stay. There's a big park. Yeah, I think this is all part of a big park. So they look pretty run down, but they're not. They're actually nice little restaurants. And you can get fresh fish, and it's really, really great food. So it looks kind of rustic. Looks like old style, you know, like from the, like the 19th century. But actually, they're new, and people like them, you know. So people like to eat at places like that. Ouch. So that the Kok River goes down there, and it goes right into Chiang Rai. So if you were to go down this river, you would go right into the middle of Chiang Rai. It's not very far. Okay, so let's ring a bell. Why not, eh? And you're supposed to ring it 3 times. Okay, here we go. Actually, the unexploded ordnance sounded better. Ah, there's a path there. You know, I've never seen that path. So anyway, this is the Buddha that's over here. I don't know how many people come here very often, especially the monks, but tourists like to come here. You can get a great view of the river and some of the mountains in the distance. It's a bit hazy today, so it's hard to see what's in the distance. But yeah, it's built on an old rock. They just built this concrete structure right on top of a rock pile, basically. It's one giant rock. They put some concrete down. Okay, so we're going to head back. Again, a little karst. And there's several of these in this area. And there's usually some sort of temple either on top of them, inside them. This one has one inside or beside them. Because something about Buddhism, they like being on top of something, like a mountain or in a cave, some sort of special location. Monasteries are kind of like that too, in a way. In Christian religion, I mean, you have the cathedrals and special locations based on, who knows, historical, hard to say, some sort of, people like this area, they have a certain feeling about an area, or in Italy you'll see cathedrals on mountains and stuff like that, or at least churches, not really cathedrals, but it's kind of the same thing. Buddhists, they like to put stuff on top of mountains and in special locations. So if you go to Thailand and you see a really interesting sort of unusual outcropping or formation, chances are that you'll see a temple there, or a wat. Again, they call it a wat, W-A-T. Technically a wat is a temple that has monks living in it. Okay, so here's a monk. You can zoom in on him. Cool. Okay, let him go back in. He's going up to the temple where we were before, inside the cave. Okay. All right, so I'm going to walk you guys out back to my bike, show you a couple things, and then we'll stop this video. It's actually becoming a really long video. If you guys come here to Thailand, you would really, really love it. I mean, there's something for everyone. I mean, if you're Christian, like a lot of people, like we are, there's churches, okay? So you can go to a church. If you're Muslim, there's mosques. And obviously, if you're Buddhist, excuse me, if you're Buddhist, obviously there's lots of temples. And even Hindu. This is a new structure. I like it, though. All bamboo. It's like a giant teepee. And it's a really, like I say, a really safe place as a rule. I mean, every location has bad people and bad, dangerous areas. But again, North Thailand, Chiang Rai, used to be very dangerous because lots of drugs up here. But with the last king, the king who just passed, Rama IX, he worked with the hill tribe folks to say, hey, no more drugs. I forgive you, forgive all the drugs or all the crime that you did before with the drugs. We start with a clean slate, and what you can do is you can grow coffee, but you cannot grow drugs anymore. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. And, he got the people to grow coffee, and that's why coffee is such a big thing up here. So he really transformed it. It became a safe place. Even the Golden Triangle, you can walk around. Now, I don't know about the Myanmar side or the Laos side, but certainly the Thai side, in general, it's very good. So there's no issues there. But one thing that's sad about up here, apparently there used to be all kinds of giant teak trees. But about 30 years ago or so, they were cut down and sold. So it's unfortunate. Oh, now that I see something, I want to show you, just before we stop this video, I was alluding earlier to small baby pineapples. Well, here's some baby pineapples. Yeah, and they sell these in China too. And I've only seen the baby pineapples here in Chiang Rai. So there's one that's getting ready. Pretty cool, eh? I love it. Man, there's lots of them. There's bananas over there. Wow, great. Okay, so that's the tour of the Buddha Cave Temple.